Hey there, Ari here, and I'm making a video on 10.0.7's update with the Onyx Amulet and the Primordial Stones. Fair warning, I haven't done any testing during PTR, and I haven't really been able to dive into the info regarding these stones, proc rates, etc. However, from reading over everything and from what I've heard, from other streamers, other high-end M plusers, raiders. It sounds like the Primordial Stones will be a nice upgrade. It should be one of your BIS 10.0.7 rings, assuming what Ian said is going to hold true, in that they're going to buff these so that it becomes relevant for everybody. Because for high-end raiders, they're obviously gonna have the rare rings, and those are currently the BIS setup. I believe Ian said he wanted the ring to be relevant, and so they will probably tune it to make sure that is the case. Either way, these rings will also not be BIS for 10.1. You will probably use it early tier and then have it replaced by a higher eye level ring. So do keep that in mind. So just, you don't need to feel forced to use these by any means. However, just looking through all of these, there are some interesting things that I could see myself using quite a bit as a Guardian Druid and M+. So let's dive straight into it. So first off is the Flame Lick Stone. I could definitely see myself using this instead of the Flaring Cowl. This is highly dependent on the proc rate. If it procs enough, I could definitely use this instead of the Flaring Cowl to trigger the fire rings. Hopping down, this one, Prophetic Twilight Stone. This one I think is very interesting. I haven't found any info regarding which healing spells it can proc, but as far as Guardian Druid is concerned, there's only a few spells. So say for example, I don't go the healing path, or I don't go the remove corruption on certain dungeons that you need it for poison or curse to spell, and I take my regular build. The only healing things I have is Regrowth, which is baseline. I have Frenzied Regen. I have After the Wildfire, and I have Nature's Vigil. I think these are the only healing things I really have. Unless I'm missing something, not sure. But if I take out Nature's Vigil, then I reduce that pool of healing spells to 3. And so if this thing procs often, say two times every minute, 2 per minute, or even if it's like 1 per minute, I could definitely see myself using this so that I can run the Thorns of Iron build. To Guardian Druids who are familiar with the Thorns of Iron build, you actually have to drop a point of Innate Resolve, which is your second Frenzied Regen charge, in order to get Ursoc's Endurance, which is right here. So you have to drop Innate Resolve to grab Ursoc's Endurance. Alternatively, you could drop Flashing Claw, or you can drop a Unchecked Aggression to do it. Personally, I would not recommend doing so though, because this is a lot of damage. It's a good amount of damage during Incarn. Either way, this is the Thorns of Iron build for the most part, and the main issue I have with this build is the second Frenzied Regen. I have no issues dropping the second SI charge. I can make dropping this second SI charge work. I can work with that because I can replace this second SI charge with a defensive trinket. However, the healing portion I get from Innate Resolve, I think I would have to change my gameplay a lot, my routes a lot, in order to compensate for not having the second charge. It's not something I personally feel like I would be comfortable with currently. All right. So for the last stone, it's more of a kind of a choice node, I would say. I think it would be nodes I would take depending on the dungeon. So I could maybe take Cold Frost Stone for Tyrant bosses that melee very hard, or just, you know, on Fort Weeks, there are certain mobs that melee very hard. Say for example, the Lashers on Algathar. Either way though, it shouldn't be that big of a thing. You could also take this to slow mobs. I know a lot of Guardian Druids do like to kite a lot. Rightfully so, you do need to kite often. So this could help with that. The other things that I wanted to take a look at, was also the damage stones from Humming Arcane. So this is just pure damage. You could use this if you feel pretty safe. You could try using the Steam Stone to help heal on Tyrant weeks because, you know, maybe you're running an off meta healer, especially since Preservation Evoker has been nerfed now. Who knows how big that nerf will really be, but from what I've heard, they're hurting right now. I've also wanted to try this Death Stone. I don't know how good this one will be. I think for a lot of these stones, proc rate will be the determining factor. There was one more. Oh, this one, yes. Swirling Mojo. I have no idea what the hell this means, but I definitely want to see what the hell this is. Sapping part of their mojo. Who knows what the hell that means, but that one should be interesting. Aside from that, there isn't too much else. I know the Wowhead guide had recommended the tertiary stat one, Harmonic Music Stone. I'm not sure about this one. This one seems a little weak to me, so that's why I question the choice of this node. We'll see though. Maybe it could be useful in M+. But that's for the most part about it for the Primordial Stones. I will be testing a lot of these out. Or not a lot of them, but I will be testing them out for sure this week and future weeks, especially since I don't have the fire rings yet. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys know, because I'm lacking a lot of knowledge still. So if you guys know about proc rates, or maybe you guys are going to be testing out some stones, definitely leave a comment regarding them, so that I can, you know, see the data, see what's good or not, especially since I can't test all of them out all at once. All right, that concludes the video. Good luck with your testings, and good luck in your next keystone. Take it easy.